Welcome to the Hoops Culture Podcast, where we talk about all things basketball. We're back. Monday was a great episode. Love to see it. Just me today. Be all right. We'll have a good episode like always. Always have great episodes. I appreciate everyone for watching every day. I appreciate all the subscribers. Appreciate people who aren't subscribed watching. Just wanted to let everybody know that. Um, yeah, episode so 12, I believe. Yes, episode 12. It's going to be a great one today. Got some cool stuff we're going to talk about. Something interesting. One topic I wanted to talk about, and a trending topic that's pretty prominent right now, and it's interesting how everything's going to play out, but we'll talk about that eventually. But now we're going to talk about this. NBA players every year in the season, you get someone who underperforms, doesn't live up to expectations, but then there's people who exceed those expectations, completely exceed, and just break out into an amazing player that they worked hard to be, you know. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. NBA players I think will break out. Top five. Top five. So, first, at number 5, I got, surprisingly, been in the league for 5 years. He's an Indiana Pacer, great player, two-time block champion, 2015-16 All-Rookie, first-round pick, 11th overall in the 2015 draft, and that is Miles Turner. Yes, I think Miles Turner is going to have a breakout season. Season recap from 2021. Played 47 games, missed a lot. 12.6 points per game, 6.5 rebounds, 1.0 assists, 47% from the field, 33% from three. Exceptional free throw shooter, 78 from the line. Yeah, a lot to say about Miles Turner. Was injured a lot. He had something wrong with his foot. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Having a little cough. Have some water. We're good. Yeah. He had a injured season all 2021. He looks he has the potential to be good. I think this could be his year. He had a really good season this year, not scoring wise, but his defense was amazing. His interior defense, the way he could just switch off onto someone and play perimeter defense. Guy's a beast. I love his game so much. The way I do think he's gonna break out, I think he should. I think his 3-point percentage is gonna go up. I think he's gonna be a great knockdown shooter. I heard he's actually putting on some weight, which would kind of be pretty good for him, like down low, especially since he's 250 right now. Imagine if he's like 270 coming into the season. That would be amazing. Um, I think this is the year they find out that he fits really well with Domantas Sabonis, because he does. They both can stretch the floor. It's not like they don't stretch the floor. I just feel like Nate Bajorgan really messed up the squad. I think Rick Carlisle is gonna get it right with them. I think Sabonis and him can play down low together. I don't think that's like really hard to do. They have good players who can facilitate and give them the ball down low. I want to see Miles Turner go down low in the post. I want to see that, and I think in Rick Carlisle's system, I think it will happen. To be honest, I really can't wait to see what Miles Turner does. I think he'll be a most improved candidate. Doing some thinking. I think his scoring will go up. His rebounds will go up too. Especially if he's packing on some weight. Yeah, he's a great player in the league. He's one of the better defensive players, probably top 5 defensive player in my opinion. Could be a defensive player of the year candidate depending on how good the Pacers are, how much the narrative is around him. So can't wait to see that. Yeah, Miles Turner. I think he's gonna break out in a major way. Next, shout out my boys Kareem and Lavo. This is like probably their favorite, like, not rookie, but just young player in the league. Had some troubles, um, with his previous team before the team he's on right now. Someone took his locker, he threw a fit, and yeah, he went to the G League, got traded or released, I believe. No, traded to the Houston Rockets. First round pick, 30th overall, 2019 NBA draft, steal in that draft, by the way. Like, I don't know how he went that low, but man, guy's a baller for sure. Kevin Porter Jr. from the Houston Rockets. Yeah, Kevin Porter Jr. Bro, this guy's a beast. He's really a beast. Yeah, I mean, 16. Well, he played 26 games, and in those games, he looked amazing on the Rockets because they kind of let him do what he wants to do with John Wall on the team. Especially now, John Wall's not going to be on the team, so Kevin Porter Jr. moved straight to point guard. I think moving straight to point guard. 26 games, had 16.6 points per game, 3.8 rebounds, 6.3 assists, 42.5% from the field, 31.1% from three. Yeah, guys, he's looking like James Harden 2.0, honestly. Lefty as well. I like his game a lot. He's a he's a pretty decent shooter. He could create for himself very well. I think him at a higher volume can really become a star in this league. Potential all-star in the future. Um, yeah, I mean the guy's had a 50 point game, I believe, with Houston. He looks good. I think adding Jalen Green and those other guys to the team, especially having Christian Wood back for a full season, gonna probably lay the pressure off of him so he could really just score at will. I know his assist numbers will go up. I think they will run him at point guard, which will be the deciding factor. Kind of like, really, honestly, like a new James Harden type player. Well, I'm really excited to see what they do with him. I think he fits in well with this. Well, obviously, because Houston's a very young team, so he just fits perfectly. But yeah, called up from the G League, guy was just he was a beast with Houston, man. He could do work. Shooting efficiency, turnovers do have to, like, tighten up. But then again, he's a young player, great playmaker. Oh man, especially a full season of work with Houston, he's gonna look great. John Wall's gone, so he's gonna be the starting point guard for sure. Starting point guard for sure. Can't wait to see what Houston does in general. They're gonna be a fun team to watch, especially how young they are. Very athletic. I don't even know I think Eric Gordon's the oldest player there, and I don't even think he's gonna be on the team that long either. But yeah, I can't wait to see what Houston does in the future. And yeah, Kevin Porter Jr., another guy I think is gonna break out completely. Can't wait to see him play, and that's gonna be fun. So, moving on to number 3. That is a player who will be taking the starting spot when a certain player named Ben Simmons is going to leave the Philadelphia 76ers. First round pick, 21st overall, 2020 draft, Tyrese Maxey. Man, Tyrese Maxey. Really love his game. I think he just has a nice, smooth game to him. It's one of those players, just his dribbles look so crisp, his shots nice, and he can play defense. Yeah, Tyrese Maxey averaged 8 points per game, 1.7 rebounds, 2 assists, 46 from the field, 30 from 3, damn near 90 from the line, which is really good. Yeah, in 61 games as well. Excuse me. Yeah, when he played, he looked amazing. I really love his game. Like when he started, he looked really good. In 8 starts, got this from NBA.com. Thank you. 8 starts, 18.6 points, 4.3 boards, 3.9 assists. Like, on great shooting splits, 50, 33, 85 shooting splits in 31 minutes. He's gonna be their next starting point guard. Ben Simmons is gone. I think they don't go after a point guard who's mid tier. Let Tyrese Maxey take the take the role of point guard. I think he's going to do great. I could see him. I could see him being a really really good player for them. Just the pest on defense. Guys always comes in great shape from Kentucky. John Calipari always vouches for him, especially him and Emmanuel Quickly. Shout out Emmanuel Quickly. Yeah, he's a great player. I think he fits well with what the Sixers are trying to do now. Actually, give Joel Embiid the ball in the post and not get doubled because he could actually shoot the rock and is not afraid to shoot the rock. So yeah, I think he's going to be a great player for Philly. Moving on with Ben Simmons is going to be a great thing for them. Not a bad player, but just not doesn't fit their timeline. Really, just doesn't. Yeah, Tyrese Maxey, I think he's going to break out this year. Mark my words. If he doesn't break out, you could just I don't know, just come back in the comments and be like, ha ha ha. He didn't break out. You suck. Yeah, stuff like that. But next player, a San Antonio Spur from the 2016 NBA draft. A lot of players on the Spurs are gone. DeMar DeRozan. Uh, yeah, DeMar DeRozan's gone. He's out of there. A couple other guys. I think this guy is going to take the reins as the franchise player. He's the best player on the Spurs, I believe so. And that is DeJounte Murray. Played 67 games, 15.7 points, 7.1 rebounds, which is impressive for a point guard. 5.4 assists, 45.3% from the field, 31.7% from three. Yeah, he's a lockdown defender. Lockdown defender. This guy could get the ball from anybody on defense. I really love his game. Great player to watch, especially if you're a young athlete, you're a point guard, you want to watch someone on defense, watch DeJounte Murray. Yeah, he's been in Coach Pop's plans for a while. He's someone who just tests on defense, can shoot a good mid range shot. His three needs work a bit, but it's getting a lot better from what it was. He's shooting at a higher clip now, which is better. Yeah, I'm really excited to see what he does. His rebounding numbers are really, really good for a point guard. Seven rebounds a game, 5 assists. I think no more DeMar DeRozan. I see his points per game going up. I could see him making an all-defensive team this year, again, like he did in 2017, 2018. And yeah, I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be a great season for him. He's just going to do work, and we're going to see what happens with him. Spurs aren't going to be very good, so he could really just do whatever he wants. If he's on good efficiency on a bad team, we'll know he's the real deal. So yeah, DeJounte Murray, another player. Last but not least, I think we'll have the biggest breakout season out of all these guys and possibly be a most improved player candidate who I actually didn't mention in my most improved player thing when I should have mentioned him because I completely forgot about him like an idiot. But this guy is a beast. Defensive player of the year candidate. Oh man, he is a beast. Blocks the ball from the Memphis Grizzlies. Jaren Jackson Jr. Yes, Jaren Jackson Jr. A lot of people forgot about him. I mean, I would have forgot about him too, unless he wasn't out on my fantasy team because he only played 11 games in 2021. Yeah, 11 games. He was injured the entire season. They kept delaying his return, wasn't ready, and he was ready at the end of the season when it kind of mattered. And he played pretty decent for someone who was just coming back in 11 games, 14.4 points per game, 5.6 rebounds, 1.1 assists, 42 from the field, 28 from three. His 3-point percentage is generally around 37%, which is beautiful for a center slash power forward. His field goal percentage is a little up. His rebounds do need work, but I think John Morant evolving Jaren Jackson Jr. is going to evolve even more. I think his scoring is going to take a huge leap. Huge leap. I think not playing last season, having a little break, and then getting some reps in the end will help him a lot. I think he's going to come in next season and just tear up teams with his jumper and just his elusiveness. I think he's going to be great. I heard he actually packed on a couple pounds, which is even better, so we'll see him in the post a little bit more. His rebounding is tough, but man, his defense is amazing. Switching on the ball. He can switch on point guards. Play defense down low against the bigger guys. It's going to be fun to watch him. I see him being a top 3 most improved player candidate. Can't wait to see what he does. And yeah, he's going to be a beast. Just watch out for him. Mark my words. Watch out. But yeah, those are my top 5 guys who I think will break out. Can't wait to see that. And yeah, we're going to head into the last topic. It's a trending topic. Yeah, the YouTube IRL scene has really been like carried by this guy for a couple months, maybe even close to a year. A little like just carried about this guy and his crew. Straight baller. Nick Briz, much respect to the guy, but the conflict with him and Crswht, shout out Crswht. Think yeah. If you ever want to be on the podcast, I don't know if you're watching this, but pull up, man. You're a cool dude. I think you vibe with me and a couple other people on the podcast a good amount. Man, we're small, but hey, if you want to hop on, just let us know. But yeah, yeah, Crswht exposed Nick pretty bad, like really really bad. Nick looked like a fool. Just how Chris exposed him. Chris was talking about how Nick faked basically most of his old recent his recent encounters with like players and how like he'll just mess up stuff. Like in one of his other videos, he threw the ball off some guy's head and then the guy chased him down or whatever. Yeah, that was fake. Chris said it was fake. Paid the guy. Got a guy to mess with Chris. And this all started with Nick saying he's going to come to New York City, my place, New York City, to Rucker Park, and he said he was just going to play there and cook over there, and he was going to do whatever he wants, which probably wasn't going to happen in Rucker Park. They have a lot of respect there, just ball and stuff. The guy's just going to act a fool over there. They're not taking that. And Chris told him like that, and that's how all this stuff escalated. Yeah, Chris exposed him for a lot of things. Some stuff I don't want to get into, but the main stuff, the Cash Nasty stuff was terrible. That was awful. I can't believe I heard that. Nick paid one guy to mess with Cash, so like to swing on Cash to see what Cash does. Like, bro, that's the guy that was helping you out, helping your YouTube career out, and you're gonna have someone swing on him for content. That was the most messed up thing. Cause you could probably say stuff about me. Yeah, I have no fans, but like, bro, whatever. That's messed up, man. That's when you're boys and you're doing that to him. Cash is not messing with him no more. Neither is Chris. Chris has constantly said that he will never do videos with Nick ever again. Which, I mean, I could probably see Chris going to like wherever Nick is at, like playing. Well, actually, Chris did kind of go into a gym, and Nick like basically had the cops like take him out, whatever. Or no, the security. I'm sorry. But yeah, Chris said he's not doing any more games like playing with Nick Briz. I could see him playing against Nick. I don't think it'll be hostile. Well, actually in the game, yeah, but I don't think it'll be like fighting or anything like that. Probably just a lot of trash talk, which will be entertaining. We all love a good trash talking game. And yeah, I don't know. I don't think Nick's career is done, but the whole fact that like he hasn't made a video to like kind of justify these claims is showing that like some of the stuff that Chris was saying was true, especially since he has receipts on most of the stuff that Nick did. and like some of the stuff he didn't have receipts on. Like Nick hasn't even said a word about it. I don't know. I mean, I think he should actually come out and say something about it, especially because he's like trashing his name at a point. Like he said some like, bro, like Chris said that he was like doing some different stuff, man. And that one encounter with the Uber driver was a little same, but I don't want to talk about that. That's not what I'm here to talk about. But yeah, I mean, uh, I hope Nick gets it together. Chris is gonna tear up YouTube. He's entertaining as hell to watch. He's funny and good ball player. Nick, I love his videos either way. I'm still gonna watch him. Shout out Nick. Shout out Chris. Shout out Carlos, Chauncey, all of them. And yeah, hope they get together again. I would love to see them just make up and like play again, but we'll see what happens. But anyways, see you guys later. That was a good episode. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. If you are tuning in, and peace.